Hey guys, I'm Natasha Tessier. I'm the owner of Dwell Realty and Design. Today, I wanted to go over the top 5 things to do in the city of Houston for fun, so tune in. Hi there, I'm Natasha Tessier. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to know anything and everything about the city of Houston, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button, and please feel free to reach out anytime. I'm always available to help. There's many ways of getting a hold of me. At the end of the video, I'll go over those, but today I wanted to discuss with you the top 5 things to do in Houston. Now, Houston is a big city. There's a lot to do here. So I had a hard time kind of narrowing it down. I have my notes here, but I kind of went through the top 5 things. I talked to a couple of my friends and we kind of came up with a good plan. But again, there's so much more than that's on this list. However, I think you will enjoy the list. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the Houston Rodeo. So every spring, the Houston Rodeo is huge. If you're not familiar with it, it is super fun. It lasts for about 3 weeks, usually February, March-ish. And in the Houston Rodeo, there is the livestock show and rodeo. There's thousands and thousands of vendors. It's down at NRG Stadium, all down there. They have shuttles that can take you down there. And then, of course, there are the country music concerts that happen all through the rodeo. And there's some great singers that they'll send out a list and they'll publish it, and there's just a ton of fun down there. There's also a carnival down there that my kids love to go to, so you can literally spend a whole day just going to the rodeo. It's really fun. So that would be my first thing, is the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. If you've never been and you live here, you need to go check it out. It's really fun. Okay, so on to the second thing. My second thing is going to be just downtown Houston. And this is kind of a big one because there's a lot to do down there. There is Discovery Green, and that is kind of a newer area. It's all been revamped. So they have outdoor concerts on the lawn. The huge Marriott, which has a really cool lazy river pool in the shape of Texas, is right down there. And then there's thousands of restaurants. So there's lots and lots of entertainment always going on, fun restaurants, fun places to stay down in downtown Houston. And then of course down there we have the theater district. So if you're one of those people that's into concerts or musicals or Broadway plays or anything like that, that's all gonna be downtown. And then also right down there is the Houston Zoo, which is highly rated. I've been several times in the Christmas months. They have the lighting of the zoo and it's all lit up with really cool lights. And then of course you can visit it all throughout the year as well. It's a great zoo and lots of fun. So my second spot is downtown Houston. Again, there's too many things to list to do down there. However, if you haven't gone down and stayed at the Marriott pool over the summer, that's in the shape of Texas, you need to go check it out. It's super fun. So that's number 2. So my third note was, of course, the sports teams. Lots and lots of sports fans here. Of course, everybody loves the Houston Astros, so that's a really fun date night, or to take the kids to down to the stadium down there and go to dinner again, or you can eat in the stadium. There's a ton of great restaurants there. So you could definitely catch an Astros game. Obviously, the Houston Texans are really big, and a lot of people like to go down and get a club pass and eat up there, or just go to one of the Texans games. They're really fun. And then of course, we had, growing up, we had season tickets to the Rockets, and that's really fun time too. So there's lots and lots of sports teams here. If you ever want to go down, a lot of people will go down for a date night, like I said, or take their family down. We also have the minor league, I think it's called the Skeeters. I've taken my kids there too, and that's just like a fun, smaller ballpark out in Sugar Land. And so that can be really cool too, to just go down. It's really affordable and the kids love it, and they're always like throwing t-shirts and playing games with the kids. So that's another one. But yeah, lots of good sports teams and lots of teams to support. And really, you're not that far. I mean, if you're in Tomball, Cypress, you're probably 30 minutes, maybe max. Now, if you're further out, like Montgomery, you might be like 45, 50 minutes, but pretty easy to get to right on the freeway. So could definitely go check out all the sports teams. The next thing I would say, so if you live in Houston, you know it's hot and you don't, you know, it's hot over the summer. So we kind of live in the water. So there's lots of different ways to get into the water. Obviously, your big thing is gonna be, you know, your local neighborhood pool or your pool in your backyard. But there's also a lot of water accessible, like Lake Conroe. So many people go out there, they either have a boat, rent a boat. We joined a boat club, so we pay a monthly fee and we can go get on the boat anytime. It's been fantastic, we love it. We go 2 and 3 times a week all summer. But you can do a pontoon boat. They have party on the pontoon where groups of pontoon boats go out there and just like hang out. They also have surf boats where, you know, my kids will go surf and they'll get me out there surfing. There's wakeboarding. There's just all sorts of fun on the lake. Margaritaville is out there, which is a great resort you can go stay at on the water out there. It has little cabanas. It has a beach volleyball court and a bar and grill right on Lake Conroe. So you could go check out Margaritaville. Other water spots are obviously Galveston. Again, 45 minutes maybe from Tomball, maybe an hour at max. And in Galveston, you have Moody Gardens. You obviously have the Strand in Galveston and then all the beaches. So there's tons and tons to do down in Galveston if you're looking for an escape for a weekend. And then also down that way is the Kima Boardwalk, which is really fun. It's kind of an outdoor boardwalk. There are a few rides and a bunch of seafood restaurants and different restaurants on the water. So if you're wanting to get away for a weekend, you could go, you know, well, depending on where you live. I mean, I live in Montgomery. I'm 10 minutes to Lake Conroe, so we go all the time. But if I wanted to go to Galveston and rent a place, you know, I'm probably an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes from there. So lots of water around the city. There's also Lake Houston. I've mentioned in another video, Town Lake is a neighborhood where it's on the water and everybody has boats in their neighborhood. So the water is a good way to escape from the heat in the summer. So definitely check out all your water options. And then the next thing I'm going to talk about is the theme parks. So there are a ton, there's probably 15 theme parks, you know, within, I don't know, an hour of Houston. I'm going to list off some of our favorites, but there are plenty. So for water parks, there's Splash Town, which is over off 45 and kind of Conroe. There's Typhoon, Texas, which is in Katy. My sister's kids have like a pass there and they go there all summer, and it's literally a humongous water park at Typhoon, Texas. And then you have different other theme parks. So you obviously have the Nassau Space Center, which is really fun to go to for the day. The aquarium is really fun. There's a lot of exhibits at the aquarium, different rides and things you can do. That's right in downtown Houston. So the Houston Aquarium is really fun. There's a children's museum down there, not necessarily a theme park, but another thing in downtown Houston to do for fun. We have several Top Golfs, so that's a really fun night to do with the kids or a date night. You rent like a little space. They have dinner, you just kind of mess around and play golf, and it's super fun. So Top Golf is another one. Out in New Caney, there's a newer water park called Grand Texas. It is humongous as well. So that's another great theme park to go visit. And then there's also the Houston Funplex. So again, and I probably haven't even mentioned all of them, but there's tons of theme parks, water parks, aquariums, museums, all sorts of stuff for different entertainment. So those are kind of my top 5. So the Rodeo was number 1. I think I went to downtown Houston with Discovery Green as number 2. Then we talked about our sports teams and all the different things that you can do going to see all the different sports teams that are in Houston. And then obviously water. So, you know, Lake Conroe, Galveston, different water areas to go to. And then of course theme parks. So tons and tons of those. Anyway, I hope that helps. There's so much more to do here, literally. My kids just like to get in the UTV and go grab pizza at the end of the street and then go over to our neighborhood pool. That's kind of our, you know, fun entertainment. They play golf like at local, like public golf courses with their high school buddies. That's super fun. I mean, there's really so much to do, but I tried to go for the top 5 things. I hope that helps. Again, I was born and raised in the city of Houston. I tend to keep moving a little bit further out to get away from the city. And I love it here. I love everything about it. And I'm very willing to help you, figure out what would be a good spot. Maybe it's the Heights. Maybe you're a younger couple and you want to be kind of in downtown and near the Heights, which is a really popular place. Or maybe it's a suburb. I'm happy to help you. I'm happy to answer any questions. You can go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I do videos every single week, and I put out new content every week, so that should help. And of course, you can always call my cell phone. It's listed below, and my email. That's a great way to get a hold of me. You can text me, and I'm pretty quick to text back. So if you need a quicker answer, just text me, hey, I found you on YouTube and I need some help. I'm happy to do that. If you are on Facebook, it's just my name, which is Natasha Tessier. You can look me up. You can message me on there. Sometimes it goes to the other box and I don't catch it right away. And then on Instagram, I'm Houston Realtor Natasha, and I just started a TikTok. So my TikTok is going to be Houston Realtor Natasha as well. Anyway, I'd love to help you. If you're planning a move to the city of Houston, no pressure, no rush. I also have guides that I've made up so that you can kind of drive around and look at the different neighborhoods and see if Houston is even a good fit. So reach out to me anytime. I'm happy to help you, and I hope you have a blessed day.